Run it back.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood, we're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. This is ahead for about 5. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Motioning the tight end now. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on 1st. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 1. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Handoff here for Miller. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Play action on 1st down. Nowhere to go with it, so Hinders throws it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing is Rattler. Pass complete to Walker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Running once more with Miller. And he gets in, touchdown! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's a throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Here's the snap on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They'll throw it. He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They go play action here. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back now, pressure on its way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They kick the running back in motion. Throw on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the 49ers will take over at the start of the next quarter. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now 3rd and
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
You know, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback's stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying the time for that play that led to the score.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Tight end going in motion here. On the give, it's Miller. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by Fred Warner. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. They're going play action. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. He gets 6 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Slot man motioned over. Rattler. Means on the catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 from the 41. They run. It's Miller. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. First down, Saints.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. That's taken in by Means. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Rattler back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now off play action. This finds Bellinger. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On the move, headed right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Get some space around midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game. He just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Come on, set. Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Gotta figure out this third down here.
Set. Panther 11, 70 ranges, 70 ranges. Come 19, come 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
On the set.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Buffalo 18. Chap 60, chap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. The task gets tougher as they set up on fourth down.
79 Bronco. Ready. 19 Lion. Check go.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
He finds Johnson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 17. Cut by Miller. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Nick Bosa makes the stop. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. From the 39. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Shotgun now on third down. This is complete to Olave. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Offsides call helps him out. It's only 5 yards to go now on first down.
Let's go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Check smash. Check 69.
Throwing now from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here's Chubb on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Now That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down, they go back to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Ayuk put in motion left. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Chubb going for the marker. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready, set. Set up. Go.
Quick throw finds about right. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense in the hurry up here. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready. Set, go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
That's caught for the 1st. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Let's go.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's 4 yards on 2nd and goal. Now they'll only need 3 on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Garindo. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Ready,
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
come on, set.
They'll go right back to Garindo. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers get this time before the end of the 3rd. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers take the lead on that successful kick. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 vices, 60 vices.
Motioning left is their running back. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. Got for big yards on the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Trap 60, trap 60. Get up.
Rattler setting to throw. That's brought in by Miller. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, and give to Miller. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 1 yard on the run. They're going to need to pull a rabbit out of the hat, Brock, on this 3rd and very long.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Take over.
Throwing is Rattler. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Looking to throw, Rattler. And finds Miller complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They send the tight end in motion. Handoff here for Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Again, it's Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a fourth quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
He's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth.
49ers 14.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
They'll come out throwing. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
And they send a man in motion.
Go.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No defensive play. It's 3rd and 10.
Okay, ready?
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
Back to throw it. Connects with Johnson. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Set, go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
49ers 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Getting right back to it after that interception. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Warrior 70. Set.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throw on 3rd down. He throws a bullet deep to their... And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Saints take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
A give right side to Miller. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Saints close to beginning the year 4-0. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running once more with Miller. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back